So this would have to be one of the most overblown and ridiculous situations that I have seen within recent times. And I cover a lot of stuff on my channel. I cover a lot of drama, a lot of controversy, and this situation right here was completely overblown and absolutely ridiculous. And this all started when Extra Emily, she was on stream and she was on phone with Russell. Now, Russell, he is a black man, and that is going to have to, that actually has context here. And she's on phone with him where supposedly, and people were accusing her of this, she slips up during this phone call and says the N-word.
Can you name 3 streamers you will never do a stream with again?
Extra Emily.
That's not true.
Emily, Extra. That's 3.
Bruh, Nick, Russell, that's not even true.
Oh, I'm sorry. You asked me the question and now you're saying it's not true?
Because, hello, aren't we not?
If you like aren't really paying attention to that clip and you're just kind of, you know, you're listening to it in the background or you hear it for the first time, it is definitely one of those clips where it's just like, it might be a bit of like a second take kind of thing. You might be like, oh, did she just say what I think she did? Like, it definitely sounds like that. But if you listen to it once again, you can definitely tell, and especially by Russell's reaction as well, this guy's a black dude. He knows himself that that's not what she actually said. And not only that, but there is more context to this clip than what we have as well, than what people were posting around online. Because if you look at the full clip, she is streaming with NMP LOL, also known as Nick Pollum. So she's on phone with Russell, streaming with Nick, and she, instead of saying Russell, she went to go say Nick's name, but she corrected herself halfway through. So she said Nick, and obviously if you say it really quickly, it's gonna sound like, yes, she might have slipped up and said the N-word. But anyone with half a brain listening to it and here's some context will know that that's not what she said. But obviously, when it comes to the internet, that's not what the internet thought. Oh no, they just went completely insane with this. This is one of the takes that got one of the most views out of all of this, saying, and she's streaming right now like nothing happened. Twitch staff really are a bunch of low-life simps. We have more as well of people just completely losing it over this supposed slip-up, saying, reminder that people don't actually say N-word like this. The only accident was that they did it on stream. She was going to say Nick. White people will generally defend anything but black people. I'm black and I never accidentally say the N-word. This doesn't happen unless it's in your vocabulary. And all this is complete, like especially the one where it's like, oh, she meant to say, she was going to say Nick. She did. Listen to it. Hear the context. See that she's streaming with a dude whose name is Nick. And like, if she actually slipped up on this, I would 100% expect Russell to come out and call her out. But he went on Twitter and defended her for this, saying there's no way people are believing that Emily slipped up. I've never heard Emily say that word, and we're very good friends. Oh, Russell, you need to fix it. It says, and we're very good friends. That A is not meant to be there, my brother. Nor would I tolerate my friends calling me that. I thought it was funny seeing this clip blow up, so I didn't say much, but it's crazy that people actually believe this garbage. She clearly almost called me Nick, which is another friend of hers who was in the bathroom at the time of this clip. I didn't flinch because I knew she didn't and wouldn't say that word. 110%. And like Emily herself, she's a very smart person. I've followed OTK for a while now. I've made several videos about them. And I also made a video as well about Emily in the past, about when it came to, you know, her not paying her parents back, when it came to her entire college tuition. And I said, and I like made a video about that saying like, you know, obviously we don't know the relations that she has with her parents, but I still would go ahead and do so. So I've criticized her in the past, but the levels that people are taking this to is completely and absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's like people just want to get offended. That's what this whole situation like seems like to me. It's like people just want others to say this word. It's like they really want her. The people that know as well, that have the context, like she was going to say Nick. Yes, white people would do anything but defend black people. It's like you want to be offended. It's like you want people to say the N-word so that you have some validation for all of you being offended and stuff like that. So saying like, yes, see how racist people are? This is just validating my point that the world is more racist now than it ever was. You going ahead and making out like that's what this situation was, you're making this world more racist. You're making things worse than what they already are. That's why, to me, like, I've seen some dumb controversies, some dumb drama over in the past, in like previous time. But to me, without a doubt, especially the fact that this clip has so much context, like missing out of the initial clip, but then you can see that it has so much to it. And everyone around her, including Russell herself, is coming out and saying like, are you guys dumb? She literally said Nick in the clip. Like, it is one of the dumbest situations that I've seen in recent times. Absolutely fucking stupid. Like, when I saw this, I was on Russell's boat as well. I wasn't going to make a video about it. When I saw it this morning, I initially was just like, oh, this is kind of, it's a bit dumb. The fact that, oh, yeah, whatever. It's like it sounded like it, but I kind of know it wasn't. Like, I knew straight away, like, if I listened to it a second time, I'm like, yeah, she didn't say the word. But then it just kept blowing up and people just kept going on and on and on and saying like, oh, cancel Emily. She said the N-word. She slipped up on stream. No, she didn't. Stop being a dumbass. Stop being these toxic motherfuckers on both Twitter and Reddit that are just making things out worse than they actually were. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. Are you also an idiot who believes she slipped up and said the N-word? Or are you also a reasonable person who's just like, yep, it sounded like it initially, but once I heard the clip again and also had context, I realized that she just almost called Russell Nick, and that was it. But that's going to be it from me. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.